What's good, y'all? Back at it again with another reaction, and I actually saw a preview to this one. Shout out to the homie Dylan. Make sure y'all go sub to Jug Season. I saw his preview to this one, and I was like, whoa, this sound like it's gonna be a strong one. So listen, I don't want to waste any more time, and I don't want to hold y'all too much longer. Let's get it.
One man down, but I threw man's back, it was under the car. Boy came cool like Shangri, shoot my shot like Canton. It was me, big brains in the bando, going up, so I was shanks in the car. 2 G packs and racks in the car.
Reload it. That energy, what? He's wildin'. He is wildin'. Shout out to David B. Wallin. One man down, but I threw man's back, it was under the car. Boy came cool like Shangri, shoot my shot like Canton. It was me, big brains in the bando, going up, so I was shanks in the car. 2 G packs and racks in the car, but we didn't get back, then alhamdulillah. Yo, whoa. Nah, yo, just his energy, and the fact that AM is about to follow that up. AM has that similar kind of like rough, rugged energy. Let's run this back.
Boy came cool like Shangri, shoot my shot like Canton. It was me, big brains in the bando, going up, so I was shanks in the car. 2 G packs and racks in the car, but we didn't get back, then alhamdulillah.
Man got away with it, even though I stay with it. Lucky that the corn can't bend like a paper clip. Man would've made it fit. Don't try hit man's head on a shaving ting. Man would've tapered him. And when I left man's packs with an Asian ting, like why on a day and ting. As it ain't that I knew she suited the brief, I came in the room. Bucky, good butt tea in his two, just aim and lock it and lace that boot. Shotgun trainers came from my dude. Hammer on cell, man, buy no excuse. Back from the white market, shotgun tailor, tape out the broom. They wanna talk and tweet, it's all fun and games till the next one's gone. Shorty one link their kid, but it's straight business, I can't do leisure. Whatever the weather, will let it rain. I know you can't stop this weather. Dot trigger is tender, bust that out, catch man on a bender.
Red side one man down, but I threw man's back, it was under the car.
And he's just like the icing on the cake with it. He came through, then AM came through, then it kind of mellowed out a little bit, and he's bringing it right back. I like that. I like that.
Whatever the weather, will let it rain. I know you can't stop this weather. Dot trigger is tender, bust that out, catch man on a bender.
Red side one man down, but I threw man's back, it was under the car. Boy came cool like Shangri, shoot my shot like Canton. It was me, big brains in the bando, going up, so I was shanks in the car. 2 G packs and racks in the car, but we didn't get back, then alhamdulillah. It's 314, crash time coming out, bad that shapers. Talking about live or wax with firing pins, never did it with tasers. I'm a rule like bricks in you, but I still crash home from Elena's. And I talk about Air Force One on the shoot box full of good trainers. I'm gonna smoke that Rasta, ring off the M10, give man pasta. Don't put 4 in a bit in the pot, but the whip can shit like Mazda. Little bros was smoking rocks, you think that all black Astra. Still fly them coolers, drift from coolers, fly like NASCAR. Should've never been camping, now we
He's spinning this right now. He's spinning this.
I'm a rule like bricks in you, but I still crash home from Elena's. And I talk about Air Force One on the shoot box full of good trainers. I'm gonna smoke that Rasta, ring off the M10, give man pasta.
One thing I will say though is that like the mixing on this one is kind of off, and I'm not even really that big on like criticizing mixes because I'm not a producer or engineer, but it's like audibly different. And something about his voice just feels really distant, and the beat just feels kind of like wacky. I don't know. I like it though. In general, I like it definitely.
Don't put 4 in a bit in the pot, but the whip can shit like Mazda. Little bros was smoking rocks, you think that all black Astra. Still fly them coolers, drift from coolers, fly like NASCAR. Should've never been camping, now he's a caption, man got capture. 4-4 siren, bone and fracture, bringing it through like Shatter. Give him man free like Larry, line up the pavement, sing like rapper. Give him man free like Larry, line up the pavement. Fling it, ring it,
no restriction. Older young in this rap got no restriction. White, Randy Orton, whapping the back like Gallus Scorton, trapping the trap, driving, jogging, in line your rap for you guys in Dorset. Whipping up Jeremy Corbyn, Labour, made that fly like Jordan. Straight up, rapping the cap is stupid, shotgun Taylor, buy that sword.
I like the touch with the strings on this one. It like mellows out the whole track overall. So in this channel we hold the vowels, that means we're gonna get straight into it, and this one is just above a 9. Now from the very beginning, as I have always been saying with these collaboration tracks, when you have multiple people on one song, there's so much opportunity to make up for the flows, and this one was a very strong delivery across the board with all of the flows. My biggest nitpick is probably going to be Skengdo's flow. To this day, it's just something about the way that he flows, it's just a little bit off-putting to me. I don't know exactly what it is. I guess maybe because it's a little bit slower, he has a little bit more of a calmer voice, so it kind of like shifts the energy too much for my personal tasting. But at the end of the day, he's been doing this for a minute, and he's been doing a great job. So shout outs to all of them, this was a very good track. My favorite part about this one is probably the part that's keeping it all together. It's definitely the beat. As I was saying earlier, there were some small parts where like these things just feel a little bit weird between like the mixing of the beat and the mixing of the voices. Maybe I'm wilding, I don't know, but something about this felt a little bit off. But nonetheless, this was a great beat. I actually liked this one a lot. It was one of those that it was so good that I actually didn't want to reload it. I wanted to just keep letting it flow, especially after hearing some of those strings that they had going on in the background. As I said towards the end of the reaction, that added a very good contrast to that way the vibe was really balanced out. It wasn't a hyper aggressive beat to match like their hyper aggressive voices and energy. Now this one was flooded with a lot of moments that were very notable lyrically, but what's really good about it, but also the reason why it doesn't really hit towards a 9 is that none of them really like sunk into my chest. Like I understood why there were some really good bars in there, don't get me wrong. There were definitely some moments in there where I was in my head like, yeah, that was cold. Like I like that. But I think because of the fact that I was able to cruise through it so well is probably the main reason why I'm not really tempted to give this one a 9 or higher for the lyricism. And again, that's not even me saying it's bad, it just didn't have that many moments that was just like, yeah, I'm gonna pull this whole thing back for the lyricism. I also kind of wish that AM had a longer verse on this. I feel like the way that he came in second and the energy that he had, if he was able to come right back at some point in time with that one, that would have been really good to add a little bit more spice to this track. But nonetheless, all of those varying energies and tones of voice, just everything about this one was more or less a relatively complete package, so I can't give this one anything less than a 10 for the replay value. I'm also really glad to see that this one finally got to happen. I know that there were some other people in the comments saying that this was a long overdue collab, and really and truly, besides the fact that AM's verse could have been a little bit longer and maybe there could have been a little bit more with the flows, this one really didn't fail to disappoint in general. But yeah, let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below, and hang tight for some more reactions because I do got more of those coming for y'all. But until next time, peace.